G'day guys, it's Mark here. Look, I contacted a small company called Veridian Cruise last week and they've kindly sent me a unit out. Look, I'm really curious to see what's inside. Obviously, there's going to be a cruise control inside. I'm just really curious on the quality, type of controls, how it's all going to work, whether it's similar to an OEM. Look, I've got an OEM cruise control on my Ktm690 and absolutely love the thing. I just can't imagine having the next bike, which this new one, without the cruise control. I did 1100k ride, and I really did miss the cruise control. And I was, halfway through the ride, I wish I was back on my 790. But this is the reason why I've reached out to get one. A lot of people get these with medical issues, hand issues, breaking hands, arthritis, whatever the reason. There's a million reasons to have one, but for me, it was purely on the long distance. Look, I did ask Jackson a few questions about the company. For me to put a video up, I've got to feel comfortable that the company are going to be around. These guys actually give you a 2-year warranty, which is great. I also asked where the name Veridian Cruise came from. And it's funny, he sent me an email back, which I had a bit of a laugh about. He used to watch a sitcom that was actually started in 2009 in March called Better Off Ted. Us here in Australia, we never heard of it. Anyway, I got on there, had a look on YouTube, had a look at a bit of it, and it's quite funny. Yeah. Anyway, if you actually see it and have a look at it, you'll understand where the name Veridian came from in the video. I also asked him how big is the company, how many people we got working for him. It's just himself. I'm blown away that one guy is doing all this plus 25 other models and bits and pieces and doing any recalls or warranty work on his own. He does get his brother in occasionally with his brother's partner to help out with the heavier loads. So look, I tip my hat to anyone that goes into business and does something like this on their own. He is in Canada, and I tip my hat off to you, mate. This is going to be an unbox, a bit of a first impressions, and I'm going to do an install, but I'm not going to pull the whole thing apart and show you every single detail. It's just going to be bits and pieces where the plugs go, point in the right direction, and go from there. So I am going to do probably a little bit of a comparison to the OEM cruise control on the 790. I can't fault that. It's just a fantastic cruise control. It's got so many safety features in it, and really with cruise control, you really want as many safety features as you can to actually disengage it, to stop the thing from running off and running away. It'd be pretty terrifying not to be able to stop the thing if you press the positive to go up the speed and it just takes off. Well, when they've got a powerful bike, you go from 0 to 300 pretty quick and probably under a bit of a panic. Anyway, let's dig in and check out, see what's in the box. Okay, I've got some half-decent paperwork here. Okay, it's got a bit of a parts list there. Great. It tells you the models it suits, which is exactly what I've just said before, from 2004 to 2024. The Husqvarna, gasgas, and Ktm. It's got the warnings. He's got a bit of an index there, contents. Yeah, hey, this is pretty good. Yep, okay, even locations, everything. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Good on them. That's fantastic. That is going to take a lot of the guesswork out of it. Okay, it's not a bad manual or a bit of paperwork. That's excellent. Righto. Right, the actual unit itself. Righto. That's what I was looking for. I was hoping that this wasn't just a slide on. That means I'd have to try and get the heated hand grips and everything off. So thanks, guys. That really does make it easy. It's one fold over, and it's not a big bulky thing at all. That's quite neat. And it's got it all braided up. This is fantastic. Well made. Heat shrunk. That is quality, you can tell. Right, so this is fairly short. So this is going to have to all go in. Well, hopefully not behind the headlight because I haven't got a real lot of room in there. Wow. And Okay. Look, what I see, this is really, really well made. There's no two ways about it. Getting a lot of bits and pieces here, a lot of cable ties. Oh, geez, give me a stack of stickers. These stickers, what on earth is it? This is pretty cool. Thanks, mate. This is really, really nice. Thank you, Jackson. There we go. His name's Jackson. He's going to leave the phone number and everything. Awesome. And he's giving you some stickers, mate. I'm going to stick one of these stickers on my bike so everyone can see it. Awesome. He's got a bit of a fuse there as well. No, that's where you break into the cable. Okay. Excellent. This looks like it's going to be fairly straightforward to install. I'm looking forward to the install. That's one thing I do really like doing is the installs. Yeah, you get to really know your bike a lot more when you do a bit of an install. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to head down to the shed and let's have a crack at get this on the bike. So it's just a plug and play. Just take this plug here apart. To get that apart, I found just putting a bit of a screwdriver under here and lifting it, it just pops it off. If you're looking for because I would say a struggle, but it's like, wow, how do you do this one? So I just put a screwdriver straight underneath that, and it just pulls apart. As simple as that. You got to lift that plastic flap up. I didn't know that. I hadn't seen it before, but yeah, to pull this plug apart, that's how you do it. Makes life a bit easier if someone shows you. So yeah, and she just goes back, just clicks straight in nice and tight. Nice and tight. It's easy as. Well, I'll just run the controller down, cable tie it up, get it nice and neat. Then I'll go back to the back, and I've got to pull the battery box out. And the fuse box, I've got to pick a wire up at the back here. It's a purple wire, I think it is. Anyway,
this is fairly straightforward. This sits on a couple of little lugs. You pull the battery out, and the top of the battery. Take the battery out. You've got two rubber lugs here, which a couple of posts. You just pick it up, slide it out. This here is what you're after, which sort of sits at the side. That's what this one goes into from the module at the front. And it just sort of pops straight on. I'm not going to pop it straight in just yet, only because I'm pretty sure that is it. Is it that way? Yeah, there she goes. It goes straight in there. So what I'm trying to do is I'm going to go through this paperwork. This is the wiring loom here. I've just got to pick up, I'm pretty sure that's it. I've got to pick up, I'm going to take the top of this fuse box, just one bolt here and one here. And I'll lift it up, see if I can expose the coloured wire I'm after. Connect the purple brake into the white and green wire. So there's a white and green wire in here or down in here somewhere. I've just got to try and pick that up. As soon as I pick that up, I'll show you. What I found it easiest to do was I just got a knife, very sharp knife, and just lightly touch the case, the outer case, and expose the green and white wire as worded. I put the purple line straight up the inside. That's it. And yeah, it's right to go. So I'll just grab these pliers, give it a bit of a squeeze. Actually, that purple wire is definitely in there. Ooh, yeah, just got to be careful. You only have one go at this. She's up. She's in. Here we go. She's in. She's done. Okay, that's it. So I'll put that over. Me being me, I'm going to wrap some tape around that, just to be double sure. It's not going to go anywhere. Then I'll do a bit of a, put it all together and do a bit of a test, make sure it's up and running. Right, that's the module there. I'll just turn the ignition on. This is just a bit of a test. She's definitely on. And I've just pulled the brake in, and that's also the indicator, so I can see that flashing in there. That seems right to me. Okay, might just start this thing up and see if it actually starts. It's out of gear, neutral. Sign. That's a very good sign. So, looks like the cruise control's up and running. G'day guys. Yeah, look, I'm over here at Grahamstown Dam. I'm going to try the new Veridian Cruise. I've just had a bit of a play with it. It is brilliant. It's so easy to use. Basically, you've got your off and on. As you're riding along, you press your positive. That holds you to whatever speed you're at. And this is your negative, so it brings down. Positive up, negative down. I'll take it for a bit of a ride and show you guys how easy it is. Apparently this system, you don't need updates in that in the future. It's just plug and play, that's it. Nothing more to do. So, what I'll do is I'll just get into top gear. Just cruise along. So yeah, to get it going, just press your positive and away you go. What I have found, to turn it off, if you want to reset it, or if you want to turn the thing off, what I found, if you want to turn it off, all you do is just pull the brake on, turns it off. Hit the positive, resumes us back again. Same again with the back brake, and same with the clutch. Pull the clutch in, it wants to, it'll turn off. There we go. Back up to resume the speed again. Take the speed down, bottom button, down once. I think it brings it down 2 kilometres. 3. Yes, it's 3k. So I hit it once up, see what it does. Okay, so it's like 3k. Right, I'll just pull over the right here, do a U-turn. That middle button turns it off. And actually, the other one it's pretty cool. Is you slightly hit the throttle. I think it's just over 5% throttle. It also turns it off. They've made it so simple. So here we are. We're back on cruise control again. Like I say, hit the brake. Want to resume again, hit the top button, and it will accelerate you back up to that speed again. It's going to take the fatigue out of my rides. That's what I've really bought it for. Is hitting the throttle, it's just one less thing to worry about or think about. That and earplugs. I find earplugs, cruise control, seem to go a lot further on a ride without the fatigue. I always sort of get really tired, worrying about the throttle, hitting the throttle all the time. I also I can use this hand to grab my drink bottle and put the tube in. Just so easy, I love it. And it should resume me back to where I was. Yep, here we go, hit the positive, here we go, she's taking us back up again. Brilliant. 1, 2, so that should take me down 6 kilometres. So it should be 72, 74. Yeah. Twice, yeah, 74, there you go. 75. Hit it once. Go. So my days now with the long rides just going to be made so much easier. Thank you, Jackson. Fantastic product. You've done such a terrific job on the quality of it too. It's really good quality, and the simplicity. It is so simple. Nothing hard about it. What I found, look, I wasn't really going to talk about the OEM stuff. I've got the KTM. It's got a few more safety features than this to turn it off. But what I really didn't like about the one on the KTM, if you're on a bumpy road, it doesn't have to be super bumpy. You hit a bit of a bump, cruise control kept turning off on the dirt. I found it really annoying. I've actually had a bit of a play with it. It doesn't do that on the dirt with this. So
For me, that's terrific, because I found the KTM OEM system is just so touchy. It was just really touchy, and it's even the same with my Land Cruiser. If I hit a bit of a turn with a Land Cruiser, or a bump in the road, if the Land Cruiser rolls in a corner too much, it just turns the cruise control off. It's just a pain in the neck. But this, nah, it's awesome. So, okay, to start the new speed, like instead of wanting to hit resume, hitting the top, could have taken me straight up, but I didn't want to do that. I want to do it at 70k an hour because we're in the 70 zone, not the 80. Yeah, you just hit that top, the bottom button to reset. Go do it again, bottom button. There you go. Excellent, love it. With my reviews, I will only review something I'm going to use on the bike and something I think is going to be beneficial to other people on the bike. I get contacted all the time for stuff. These head units, you know, I think they're just not suited. That's why I've gone, this system that I've gone. This is why I've gone the cruise control. I'm going to use control. Spotlights, all that stuff. I use it. I'm not taking it off the bike. I think it's terrific stuff, so I'll speak up about it. If it's good, I'll talk about it. If it's rubbish, I'll certainly talk about how rubbishy something is. My thoughts, fantastic. Absolutely love it. Even at low speed, you can do it. I don't know how low we can go. So we're doing 20k an hour. Oh, 20k an hour. Okay. First gear, 15. Oh, blimey, Charlie, down to 15. Just how low. When's this cut off? Actually, it hasn't cut off yet. It's still going at 12k an hour. That is probably a bit low, but, nice. Hit again, there we go, back there again. Up 2, down 2. Now clutch in, disconnects, disengages. On those terrific little fire trails and that, it's going to be bloody brilliant. So yeah, Jackson, I think you're on a winner, mate. Fantastic. I love the unit. Now, if you're after one of these Veridian cruisers, just hit the description of the video, and in there's an affiliate link. Hit that, and you get a fairly big discount on that if you hit that. It helps me in the channel. Just to make it clear that I did get the unit for free, I did reach out and he sent me one. Only because, like I said before, I'll only use stuff on the bike that I need, and I'll only speak about stuff if I think it's good enough to talk about, and I'm going to use it on the bike, and I'm not going to take it off. It's something I'm going to keep on the bike because I really did need one. I really did want one, and at this stage, I absolutely love it. There we go. Just getting used to it. There we go. She's going up. So she's off, set, positive, throttle off, top one, resume. Oh, how good's that? Not hard. It's just very simple.